Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to another episode. Another one where shock horror, Spurs and Manchester United are going down the ranks as per usual. United with another 1-1 against Southampton, and Spurs losing at home to Wolves. What's going on? Arsenal going up the ranks though, but a controversial red card for Martinelli. We don't know what's going to be going on from that, but we'll have to see throughout this episode. And then Chelsea, Club World Cup champions. So stay tuned and we'll get through it throughout this episode. So, boys, let's start with Watford. I'm joking. We don't want to start with them.
I don't want to start with them.
Yeah, I know. Woeful. Now we'll start with Chelsea because, no offense, that's a bit boring. Do you know what I mean? Club World Cup champions. Like, come on now. Who gives? Who actually cares? Who did you play? Some like UAE team?
No, we played Palmeiras. We beat Al. What is it? Can't remember.
Yeah, so some UAE.
Al Hilal in the semis.
Yeah, exactly.
Palmeiras in the final. Well, it was the last trophy we needed because we're the biggest club in London. We were before this. Now we definitely are. The game was all right. We weren't that great, but the handball in like extra time. Havertz, big game player. Shades of Drogba. Champions League final scoring. And what are you laughing? And Club World Cup final, that penalty under pressure scoring.
When was the last time you played great?
I don't care. We won a trophy. When was the last time we won a trophy?
No.
I just want to know, you know.
Yeah, look, he doesn't care.
The last time we played great was right
Depends,
against Tottenham, which was
Yeah,
about.
I mean, at the end, it doesn't
months
matter.
ago.
But, yeah,
Yeah, that was a pretty stupid comment. They've won a trophy. We haven't. Like,
true. Yeah.
Big shout out to Azpilicueta because he's won everything possible with Chelsea. I think he's the only player to do that. So legend of the club. I think he's going to leave this summer, but what a man. Yeah. But yeah, Lukaku.
Half your club's going to leave. Half your club's going to leave.
I think half our attackers are going to go. I feel like Werner's going to go.
Lukaku's gone.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think we can sell everyone. Pulisic.
The water tastes nice for an Inter, isn't it? So then he has to go over there.
Every week, always, yeah. Yeah, but no, he scored in this game, so it was good in the final.
Who was the player of the Club World Cup? Is that a thing in those two games?
Thiago Silva. Yeah. At 37, shelling it. What a legend.
Not just for Chelsea, like the overall tournament. He won.
Yeah, player of the tournament was Thiago Silva. Okay. What a man. 37, even though he gave the penalty away with the silly handball, but what a player. I think one of the best free transfers of all time. Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That was so good.
Yeah.
But
on a free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess we're not playing well. We'll see what happens when we get back. Our league form's not great, but we've won another trophy. You can't really complain at that, can you?
I've got a question. So obviously now that's we're over with. No offense, but Chelsea, yeah, it's plain and simple. You won the Club World Cup, won the Champions League, won the Premier League. You're third at the moment. I think you kind of because we could catch up to you. If we keep winning our games,
no, you can't.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, if you lose or draw, we could catch up to you.
Yeah, but you won't though.
All right,
you're sixth at the
fortune
moment.
teller.
We've
got games in hand.
We got a game. We're playing each other in a week or so. I think it was postponed.
Yeah, I'll still win that.
Arsenal win. I don't think so. I think you lot. You have 3 or 4 good games. We'll come on to you lot, and then a couple crap games, and it's back to Arteta out. So, but you're not going to smash us. I don't think so.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, yeah. We'll see.
But okay, so Daniel, I want to speak about Watford because
I have spent 180 minutes in my week watching Watford, and I didn't see a score a goal.
Dan, so have I.
That's a fair point.
I've had this conversation with
every single
people.
week. We've had this conversation.
Yeah, but the thing is though, but what do you do? Like you've had all these different managers to come and project their different things.
Before he says
Amir's watched the games as well.
He should enjoy the Premier League run because it's going to end, and then try and get back up next season because there's no hope. Really.
Yeah, of course, but like,
what's the problem? You lot take the piss and go. It's 3, but yeah, whatever floats your agenda. No, but no, you lot. We're a shit club, and we are. We don't belong. Like we belong where we are because we got there in regards to promotion. But like the fan base, the club is not massive. We're punching above our weight, and only Premier League season's a bonus, really.
No, but with your owners, you have more money. Do you not have more money?
No. We're one of the poorest owners in the league. They're only worth like 100 million.
Only.
Only.
Not okay. In
Yeah, but
right,
if you
okay.
think of it compared to other
In,
clubs,
in
that's
Premier League
nothing.
terms,
That's
in Premier
nothing.
League terms, that's nothing.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I
Dan,
think-
I
I
think
think
you do
the
have
sec-
some players that you should be staying up with. Like,
Owners are worth Lukaku.
Yeah,
But
they're
realistically,
worth
Chavez,
into my lad.
who is apart from 2 or 3, I can't name any more Prem quality players they have.
Dennis, João Pedro.
Yeah.
Dennis
Not João
Saw.
Pedro.
Oh, I like
Sit to
Dennis
the-
Saw.
Dennis
Sar's just
Sarr.
come back from Avcon, and to be
Hey,
fair,
Dan,
I said the same to. I said to you, Amir as well. Not Pedro. Sar looked quite sharp when he come on.
He did.
I know he's been playing football, but for him to come back and start again, I know he didn't score, but to start like that was a bonus. Hodgson just set up like we were playing Man City. He played 4 defensive midfielders across the midfield 4.
It is Roy Hodgson though. He did that for England as well. He just played way too defensively.
Yeah, but we've got numerous wingers on the bench or strikers that can play on the wing. We ended
Hey,
up with
Dan.
Josh King playing out on the left hand wing. Like, what is that? I
And
don't want
I
to see
got a
that man on the left wing.
Do you reckon Daniel Backman is Premier League quality?
No,
But
and even
realistically,
Foster.
if we were to very
What-
quickly go over it, who is actually Prem quality apart from Dennis and Sar?
João Pedro. He
No,
looks like he could belong.
eventually maybe, but I don't think so.
Defender Samir's looked all right.
No.
To be fair. I'm not saying he's prem quality, but he's probably been one of the better signings. Kamara, left back.
Yeah.
Left back
Yeah,
Kamara.
okay, yeah, he's all right. Yeah.
Sissoko's he just runs around like a headless chicken. I love the man.
Sissoko,
He just
powerhouse.
runs around. He just,
Dan, so when you inevitably sack another manager before you get relegated, who's
oh yeah,
who's next?
people were like, oh, if we lose on Saturday, just sack Hodgson for the shits and giggles.
Who
I'd
do
be
you
down
want?
for it.
Who's next? Who's the next man for Watford?
Give it to Sanchez Flores for a third time.
Rafa Benitez.
He wouldn't come to us.
No.
Give it to Pep Guardiola. Can you imagine he comes down?
We wouldn't give him enough money. We wouldn't.
Can you
Give-
take
give that.
Solskjaer?
Arsene Wenger, take him.
And we take Solskjaer. No, I'm right.
Club
To be fair,
rebuild.
who would they actually get? It'd be someone random, wouldn't
I
it?
think
no,
they should give Troy Deeney a go. Like, if they're trying everything out, then you might as well give someone like they've never done a player. Is he a player still? He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
I saw someone
Player manager.
Player manager.
Wayne Rooney vibes.
Yeah, next year I'm talking about
I mean-
championship.
In regards of a manager, I don't think he'd do a great job as it stands. But in regards of he knows the club and knows the players, that might help a bit. So maybe a coaching role as opposed to a managerial role. I'd like to see him back, but not as a manager. Same with like the Lampard thing. It didn't tarnish his reputation at Chelsea, but it's always like a blot on the CV of you went back to the club you love and it didn't sort of work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it ruined his legacy, but it's always going to be there.
It just
100%.
wasn't like
Um,
ready and good enough. At the time.
Yeah, exactly that. But it's always going to be, even if he goes back, it's still going to be he failed at the club that made him essentially.
Yeah.
It's just vibes from now on. Really, we're done, aren't we? Like, it's vibes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
Daniel.
I said I don't know if I said it on here or last week or I said it to my dad. I definitely said it to my dad, and it was just like we're running out of games to go. Yeah, we played well. Unlucky to not get a point out of that, or not unlucky to get 3. Like the West Ham game, as you said, Amir, we watched it. We had the better chances. They had more of the chances. Lucky deflected goal, but you make your own luck, and we're not making any of it. We're trying to walk the ball into the net, and it's just not
Yeah.
happening.
Hey, Dan, I've got a quick question for you as well. So when you get relegated, are you looking forward to your 1 minute little presentation about Watford like we did?
Oh,
last year?
100%. Back to give me 2 minutes for Luton away. You got to do that.
Speaking of you think Luton are staying, they could be coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not entertaining that idea. They are 1
Alright.
point off. I'm keeping an eye on them, but that's
Keep it. He
I
might have to
don't wanna
intervene
think
if it goes anything.
no. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. No, it seems to be a bit dodgy at the moment for Watford. But when is it not dodgy for Watford?
Yeah, with that, we're mudded. We're mudded.
So, but Chavez, moving on to you guys.
Right,
1-1
so
against Burnley, and then
what's
1-1
the
against
predictions?
Southampton.
What for predictions? Oh, you've got a tough one.
We've got Villa.
You got Villa
You
away.
forgot the Chelsea
Oh, wait,
one.
did we
as
do
well.
Chelsea? We did.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's do Chelsea real quick.
Do it at the end. Do it.
Yeah, no, just do
Nah.
them all at the end.
Oh, fine. Go on, Man United then.
1-1 against Burnley and 1-1 against Southampton. What is going on? What is going on?
Remember when I said that? Oh, we lost to Middlesbrough, but we'll probably beat Burnley, and we'll get the social media post to say +3, and so we somehow managed to find an even lower low. So again, just one half of good football. The second half they couldn't carry it on. More mentality issues in the team. Again, one thing I really don't understand is so Maguire had a shocker against Burnley, and then he started against Southampton. So that's now the third, maybe, because Carrick also backed Maguire, but now Ranić is also behind Maguire. I don't know what these managers see in him, because we've got Lindelof waiting on the bench.
He's right.
Yeah, you can't let that amount of money rot on the bench. You need to him.
With Solskjaer, I get it because it was his signing and it looks bad when you're 80 million signings on the bench. But this isn't Ranić signing. He can put Maguire in the reserves for all he wants to do. But again, I just think I go back. I think the dynamics in the team are really bad right now. When you look at it, if they're in that dressing room sitting down and the captain usually speaks, right? If Maguire is asked to speak and in front of him is Ronaldo, and Ronaldo's won all these Champions Leagues, and it's Varane and Bruno.
It doesn't matter though. As a true captain, you should be able to speak.
But yeah, and if that's Maguire who's talking and giving advice to people like that when he has only got 4 relegations on his CV, then it doesn't work. It just destroys the balance of the team.
Tottenham documentary with Harry Kane giving that team talk before the match. It's sort of them sort of vibes, isn't it?
I don't get it. And Maguire's not I don't know if you watch him on the pitch. He doesn't come across as a captain type either. He's not very assertive. He doesn't argue as much as you want him to with refs. Yeah. I don't want to blame him just for the whole thing because it does go across the team. There's just even Ronaldo, for example, he's been poor. I'm really worried that this is the end of Ronaldo because he's put in a couple of really, and it's not just his finishing. It's he can't play the football. Like he can't control it. He can't pass. Not holding the ball up very well.
7 as well. What do you expect?
Yeah, but it happened so suddenly, and now
who would you give the captaincy then?
I think Bruno should be captain. He's the only sort of consistent. Well, he's not consistent. Again, no one's consistent this season. It could be De Gea as well, but then there's a whole argument behind De Gea and how he doesn't pass the ball out or he doesn't come out. He's not like a sweeper keeper. So, again, I'd like my goalkeeper to goalkeep first of all, but that's a whole different argument. Yeah, we're a mess. I'm going to United Brighton tomorrow, and I just think like the mood is so bad. And the fact that I could get tickets a day before emphasizes how not many people are interested in the club. That never happens, by the way. One day before the game, you can get tickets. So yeah, it's dead mood. The season's already written off. Everything comes down to next Wednesday when we play Atletico. That's our biggest game. So we have to. That's the only trophy on the line, right? And top 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those seasons where the teams that are going for top 4 will try their best not to get top 4. They'll drop points over and over again, and then we'll see who gets it. It's just boring, isn't it? Another year, same old shit.
Another year, no. Yeah, true.
I mean, what do you guys have you been watching? I don't actually recommend you watching us.
It's kind of sad though to watch United do this though, because when you watch them, like they've got such good quality in their team. They've got Pogba. Pogba's back. They got like Ronaldo, as you said, Ronaldo. They've got Bruno. If you think about it, on paper they should be smacking teams, but you know, there's something. But everyone's been saying this for a long time. There's something missing. But what? What is it? What's missing from that team that just goes? Let's go out there.
They're just not together.
Yeah,
I mean, exactly.
And I don't know if I've read this on Twitter or Shabez, you said it before, and it's like, in regards of employing Ranić, and then he's staying, isn't he, as a sporting director or whatever. Whoever he employs or whoever the club decides to employ need to have the same style as him. Yeah. Because say they've got him now and all of the pressing and all of his style of play, and then they go and get someone like Eddie Howe, for example. It's just a name that plays a completely no. But just a completely different style of football. No, but it's different for United because they should be winning games. Like, but we shouldn't. We don't expect anything. And he comes in and plays like a completely different type of football. Like it's gonna hinder the last 6-8 months of work that Ranić's put in.
But so they will get. They're going to get a manager. So it's literally going to be the Ten Hag or Poch, right? And they both sort of are. Hopefully their views are aligned.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now you're stuck in that type of football, which the players don't look like they're happy with. So it's either going to work or you're going to go downhill again. It's stuck in an inverse cycle.
I don't think it's Ranić's fault either. Like I think he coaches games in which we could win 7-0, for example, but we make so much chances. We used to have a problem where we didn't make chances. Now it's our finishing and defending. It's like we create chances. Yeah, it's really
like Ronaldo ran to the keeper and just p-rolled it. Like it was an open goal and he's tried to like cockily try to tap it in and he just got cleared off the line.
I'd even go as far to say Rangnick has done a really good job. The way he set up the team is perfect. He just doesn't have the right people with the right mentality to do it. Now these players, they don't have anyone to hide behind. We're not going to. What I can tell you now, we could lose every game this season. We're not sacking Rangnick. He's in a consultancy role after this, so they have nowhere to hide. And obviously they're not.
Imagine if they just sack him and he just comes back 2 months later. It's just
They,
you're right.
they've had 2 years. They've had 2 years with a manager who would literally, I don't know if you remember, Ollie would take all the blame. He would never, ever blame a player. They could hide behind them, basically. It would be the player's fault at a lot of times, but Ollie would take the flak. And he could, because people would call him a Pete, whatever. They would have their perceptions of him. But now they're behind a manager who's very straightforward, by the way. He says it how it is. They're screwed. For the next few months, they are being judged as to what they are, and they're failing miserably. And I don't know how it's going to get better, because we all have this perception that they are good players, but now we're starting to forget that. Like, I don't remember the last time I saw a good game from some of them across 90 minutes. We play 45 minutes of good football, and that's it. That's what their bodies seem to be capable of doing.
It's
good to see United. No, it's not sad. It's funny.
No, I think you lot should find it funny, because I always found Liverpool's funny. I think we're going into that Liverpool stage, aren't we?
How long has it been now without a trophy?
9 years. Well, Prem 9. I know we should count other trophies as trophies, but for me, it's always been about the Prem and Champions League, and the other ones, they're nice. But yeah, as a club, that don't want to keep bringing us back to the 950 million we spent in the last decade, but that makes 900. Like, you know what? Man United fans have no say in when they say, "Oh, Man City have spent however much," because they've spent it correctly and they're winning. We've spent the same.
Exactly.
We spent more. We've got a net spend that's more. What have we done?
Yeah, it's like as you were saying, like with the smaller trophies and stuff. If you like, you would like you won. Was it the FA Cup in 2017? Was it the Lingard goal? Wasn't it?
Yeah,
against
Van Gaal.
Palace.
Was that the last trophy you against Palace? That was the last trophy you won, wasn't it? Was it 2016?
No. They won.
Then
stuff with
Mourinho came in. Yeah, then we got League
Won
Cup.
Europa League.
Oh yeah.
Year by year, that thing is an achievement that he did. 2 trophies in the season
Like,
with players that
and
were that
second
much
place.
When was your
place.
last final?
last
Europa
Europa League then, yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course it was.
But I don't trust these players in the final. Like, you see them when it comes to high pressure. Like, we'll see it again next week. We've got Atletico, and it's a high pressure game. You've
got to win that. It's a big win game.
That's for your
Ronaldo does well
season,
against
isn't it?
Atletico.
You could be doing it. You could do it on us. I don't know. I'm not saying you will, but you could. We won the Champions League.
There's a slight
You never
potential.
know. No, there's always a chance. You never know. No one said we're going to win the Champions League. We got the luck of the draw and ended up winning it. You never know. But
Yeah, times are depressing.
As they always
he's loving it. Look at him.
Things you love to see.
Anyway, boys, Arsenal. I want to move on to us.
Go on then.
Yeah, go on.
I know what it is. No.
Right, okay, predictions.
Yeah.
No. I wanna clear something up straight off the bat, Dan, and I know you're gonna be like Liverpool knowledge, but I want to clear it off straight off the bat. Martinelli red card, right? Listen, in the rule book, okay, yes, it's a red card, but in the spirit of the game, and letting play go on.
He's just disagreeing with the rule. Like, we can disagree.
I've never ever in my life seen a double yellow card in one.
Neither have I, but it's the correct decision.
So why now? Yeah, but why now?
Well, why did he commit 2 offences that were yellow cards?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Then what do you mean? You're asking if I gave him a red?
If the rule is if you commit 2 fouls that are yellow cards, you get 2 yellow cards, which leads to a red. Like, you literally just said it's the rule, the spirit of the game or not. If it's a red card, it's a red card.
No, but I think
I'm
sure this.
I'm glad it happened.
In my opinion, a red card.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've never seen it given before, but I'm actually glad it was given.
Do you not find it funny it's Arsenal that it happened to? Because I feel like referees.
Exactly. We're always
Arsenal. Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Xhaka that got that. Yeah.
No, he'd get straight red. Straight red's not.
Do you remember that yellow card betting thing that came out about Arsenal?
Yeah.
It's probably that.
So, but I feel like with red cards nowadays, in my eyes, I think a red card is basically the referee saying to the player, "I don't want you on my pitch anymore from what you've done for the whole game." And for him to just automatically go double yellow card for only 2 offences is very harsh for me.
Yeah, but it takes 2 offences to get a red.
If you look at the offences, the first one he smacked a player in the face.
No, he didn't. He pushed him away.
Was it not in his face?
Who was it?
Whoever took the throw, was it not in his face?
Who was about 5'2".
Podence?
Flick
Was it
him in
You
the
Podence?
can't. No,
line.
I'm not having
You know
that
what I
argument because I'm not having that argument about for height.
He pushed him. He didn't put him in the face. He wouldn't do that stupid.
Okay. So when we played you and Troy
No.
Deeney got a red card for shouldering Xhaka, not
What
Xhaka,
year is this,
Pereira,
Dan?
because he's so small. Because he's so small and Deeney got a straight red. Well, because he's so small, it shouldn't count. Well,
The spirit of the game. It shouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's-
remember,
yeah, it should have been.
no, but remember
No,
in 1923 when Watford played Arsenal, and
Exactly.
like, what are you
No,
on
no,
about?
but this is
No,
what
no,
Elliot's
no.
Elliot's
What I'm
saying.
saying is,
Because he's
what I'm
small, it
saying
shouldn't
is,
count. Well, you're small.
What I'm saying is, a red card in my eyes is where the referee's had enough of that player on the pitch, and he's committed consistent fouls throughout the game, and he's just been an aggressive player on the pitch. Those are two offences throughout the entire time he was on the pitch. So he didn't get like a warning for the first one. He just simply got on straight double yellow, and that was it, off the pitch. That's what I'm saying. It's a bit like harsh.
Singularly, do you think they were both yellow cards? Though?
No,
Like
okay.
if say
wait.
say
like-
okay.
say in the 22nd minute, Martinelli did the throw-in thing. Would you say it's a yellow card?
Sure, but Dan, you can't say that because then Martinelli would know he got a yellow card to then not go on and
Exactly.
do something that would get him another
But
yellow
Exactly.
card.
he's tried to stop a
Because
counter
that's never
attack, which
happened.
is cynical.
That's never happened before, though, Dan. That's never happened before. So why would he go on and go do that? Because it's never happened before. He wouldn't, like, if it has happened before, he'd be like, well, I'm not going to do this because I
If-
could
if
get
you-
if
second
you
yellow
try
because
and
I just don't push that
cynically
guy.
stop a counter attack, it's a yellow card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what he tried to do for the throw-in, and then they still carried on, got past it, carried on counter attacking, and then he's hauled the man down and stopped the counter attack.
But why
which
didn't
therefore is
no?
another
But
yellow.
then the ref didn't give him a yellow card, and then he acknowledged it. The whole point of a yellow card is it's like a warning before you get a red, right? Like you're supposed to then adapt your game.
Like, calm down. Yeah.
I don't know.
But surely he's going to know himself that he's just done something stupid.
Thing is,
Like-
To be
Yeah,
fair,
but
the
that's what I'm
key-
saying,
no,
Dan.
but
It's never
until
happened before,
the-
so he wouldn't expect a double yellow card in one single bit of play. If it was like a yellow card, he blew, gave him a yellow, and then play went on, and then he did it again. Yeah, he's a donkey for doing that because it's two separate bits of play. But as I said, it's never happened before, and it's the same bit of play that he got a double yellow in. I've never ever seen that before.
next week, Dan,
And never mind.
Arsenal's keeper will have the ball in his hand for more than 6 seconds, and they'll give him a yellow card. It's just one of those things
Yellow
that
card, yeah.
happens. Like
It's always Arsenal.
Why was it Arsenal that got impeded for it? I mean,
Have you ever noticed how it's a standing joke though nowadays? How let's say
Yeah,
for
but they
example,
get red
a foul
card every
comes
game,
about
they
when it's a
have
red card. No, yeah, but no, that's the thing. If whenever another team gets a red card, everyone asks, would Xhaka get a red card?
yeah,
Because
because
he's in it.
Was
Because he makes a lot of
is it the old
Because
referee?
there's a
Was it
vendetta
Mark
against him.
Clattenburg? Was
There's
it
no
Mark
vendetta. He
Clattenburg, the
does
old
make a
referee?
lot of red card challenges.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
but was it
Yeah,
Clattenburg?
but why didn't say
Was his
would
interview?
Ramos get
His
that?
interview.
Would Ramos get that red card?
But
He's
did
not
you
in the
see that?
Prem.
I think it was Clattenburg. It was like the ex-referee. He spoke about it and he was like, not a bias, but there is like you're aware of teams like Burnley. You know their style of play, sort of like an it's Burnley sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
That shouldn't be a thing though.
No, I know. It was like I think it was Clattenburg. I don't hold me to. I'm pretty sure it was. He said something like that recently, so I could be completely wrong. I
Well,
might not
even
be.
still about that whole bollocks of a red card, we still got the 1-0 win. Gabriel, beast of a centre back. He is so
Celebrating
good.
that
He's
you won
on
the
form.
Prem. Celebrating
shut
that
up.
you won the Prem.
Fucking
Fair
hell.
enough.
Go Prism.
That top four is what?
top four.
Yeah,
Well,
prison.
are you gonna get top four?
I have to see after the next game.
Top-
I believe so.
You just
or
said
I
you're
believe
catching
so.
us. You said
Yeah.
earlier you're
I
catching
believe
us. Going against
I
your
believe
word.
we could. I believe we could.
Chelsea finished sixth.
And yeah, well, the thing is though, is we've got like 2-3 games in hand compared to
but
like
that's a
West
curse.
Ham and everything like that.
So did Tottenham.
Yeah, but Spurs had like 3 games in hand and they
We
dropped a
had games
position.
in hand, yeah.
but it doesn't matter. We still got games in hand. It doesn't matter if like you
Points
guys
on the
have
board.
done
Points on
fucking
the board.
shit. It doesn't
points
mean
on
that
the board
you
are so
lot have
much
done
better
shit with your
games in
games in
hand.
hand. It just means that we've
Yeah,
got like
that's
3
what I'm
extra
saying.
games in hand with West Ham are like 2 points above us with like 3 extra games played. So
Yeah, true.
Do you know who you need to watch out
it's-
for? Wolves. Wolves, I reckon.
we've got Brentford
Yeah.
next, right?
Wolves have got another 2 or 3 games in hand as well, and they're on
Yeah,
form.
but, you know,
as well.
but guess who beat Wolves? Guess who beat Wolves? Us.
Right, well
Wow.
done. This year,
Well, yeah,
fourth will be
What do you
so
want?
much
We beat
lower.
Wolves medal.
The points
Can
from
you get relegated?
Yeah.
Exactly. So get back to your minute. Your
Yeah, I was
minute
gonna-
well off.
No, not yet.
the points for fourth are going to be so less compared because everyone's just shit in it. So like we're just going to constantly lose. I know what I can tell you now. There's going to be so many shocks. Like not shock. It's not even shocking anymore when, for example, Tottenham lose to Wolves or we can't beat Southampton. It just happens, and you're like, yeah,
All right, since we're all like on it, we all got to predict who will get
Yeah.
the fourth spot. Quickly, let's go.
Arsenal.
Oh, God.
Who's going Arsenal? I'm going to go United.
No, but then
I'll
are we
say
saying
Wolves.
Chelsea?
I'll go
Oh,
Wolves.
right,
I'll
Dan,
go
chill
Wolves.
out. Chill
Yeah,
out.
exactly. We think
What do you want
are we confirmed that Chelsea are going to get third space?
No, I know we're going to get third place at this rate.
No,
Yeah.
you're
What are you, a
the way
fortune
you're
teller?
playing. The way you're playing is very like suspect because you could end up.
Yeah, but
you're
we're
playing
winning
good
games.
football. You're going to get
We're
caught out
winning
for that.
games.
Yeah,
We're
that's
winning
great
games.
now. That's great, but you
Well, it
could
is
get
great.
caught
It's
out.
always great to win games.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
you know he's winning games, mate? Do you know he's winning games?
Yeah, against
I
Al
forgot what it
Hilal.
feels like.
Yeah, against the UAE team.
Oh, you'd lose to him.
Would we? Yeah,
Another red card.
probably. Yeah.
Do you know what? Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and United. Let's get Chelsea out of there.
Chelsea, yeah, get Chelsea.
I feel like you're
humble
about
them a
to.
bit.
You've won the world,
Humble
whatever. You've won everything. Now
Yeah.
there's a
You wanna
peak-
calm down a
There's a
bit.
fall now. There's a
Yeah, I agree.
The
Sack
post world
Chelsea off, innit? Yeah.
post world champs downfall.
Arsenal third, United fourth, Chelsea fifth.
Yeah, Tuchel
Damn.
sacked end of the season with 3 trophies.
Nah, he'll stay, but yeah, it's a failure of the season.
Yeah.
What? So me, what are you saying? Chelsea third. Who's fourth?
I did say United fourth.
Okay, and Dan, you said Wolves fourth. What
Wolves
third?
are going to fourth.
Brighton.
Wolves fourth.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Crystal
Yeah,
Palace
Brighton.
fifth,
Nah.
Newcastle sixth.
City, Liverpool. I don't know.
I thought it was
No.
lagging
I
again.
don't know. I'll put third. As Chavez, I think it was you in it. It was like no one's going to get points. Everyone's going to drop points.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna be
one of them.
weird, isn't it? It's just gonna be. I prefer when it's like everyone's
I'll say-
winning.
Yeah.
Watford
Oh,
20th.
yeah.
So who is
I'll
it?
stick
then?
Arsenal third. Wolves fourth.
What?
I'll mix
That's
it-
the
I'll mix it
weirdest
up.
one.
What is that?
Yeah,
I'll mix
see,
it up.
see?
I'll mix it up.
You might as well
If we
put
go
Wolves
down in a
fourth.
sh- if
Should've
we
put
go down
Watford
in a
fourth.
shit show, we're
What
going to
have
be
you got
fourth for
against
like.
Arsenal, Amir? Why are you so against them?
How am I against them?
You just like putting us against like it's like impossible.
Well,
for
because
us
I
to get
predicted
fourth.
United. No, I never said this. I just think United.
No,
will
but
get
when,
above
when, yeah, no, when Daniel put his predictions in when Arsenal could get it, you were like, right. So now moving on to the predictions. Chavez, take it away.
Well, start with the Amir. Amir, you've got the table from last week.
Got the table in front of me. I'm into second now. Dan's in first. So and Chavez, huge week. 2 correct scores. That's 6 points. Me and him are level now, and L is coming up as well. 10 points. So there's no I think everyone's in a relegation battle now, or
Yeah.
going for the
It's
title.
tight. It's really tight. Yeah.
It's more exciting than the Prem, isn't it? This. So let's see what happens this week.
All right. So to start things off, I'll start it off. United Brighton tomorrow. Since I'm now getting to go to that game, I'm going to go fully with my heart and say 6-0. Ronaldo with the first ever. It will be the first ever double hat trick in the Premier League, and Ronaldo will do that tomorrow. So that's
Okay.
my prediction.
I'm going 2-1 Brighton. Malpai brace 100%, and then Ronaldo scores the other one for United. But
Okay.
2-1 Brighton.
I'm going to go 1-0 United. They're going to scrape through, get the win, and let's say Maguire goal. He deserves it.
You just feel bad. That's a
can
pity
you
prediction.
imagine?
There's a pity goal.
I'll
Combat.
go 1-0 because it's nailed on, isn't it? Mopai and
You
Bruno.
know what? If it is 1-1, I'll back up.
One of us is going to be right somehow.
I feel like someone is going to be right here. Yeah. All right.
Well, ain't going to be used to it. 6-0.
What did
6-0,
you say?
double
Amir?
hat
What was your
trick.
score?
Me 1-1.
Oh no, what was Amir as well? Was 1-0.
1-0 United.
Okay. So then we go to Saturday. Arsenal host Brentford, who are on a shit run of
3-0.
games.
Easy 3-0. 3-0, and then we get Emil Smith Rowe, Odegaard, and Saka.
All right. I say one thing can be dead on. You'll get a red card. But besides that,
Yeah, probably.
I think you won't lose. 1-1. 1-1.
I'm going to
Nah,
go
3-0 win.
1-0 to Brentford. Arsenal agenda continues. Ivan Toney's going to score, and he's going to do a sorry celebration for that video.
I mean, you're ruining your prediction table, man. You're ruining your prediction table
It's
because we're
fine.
going
It's
to win.
fine.
Sabotage.
It's triggering.
I'd love to see that. The
It's
tears.
triggering you.
Yeah.
Brentford are stinky. I'll say 4-0 Arsenal. I'll say Ben White.
Just Ben
Four,
White.
four.
Thomas
Ben White goal.
Partey. Thomas
Partey.
Partey.
Parties.
And
Four and a
2
goal.
for Smith Rowe. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Villa Watford. Stevie G. Coutinho.
Well,
I
Stephen
mean,
G scoring.
3-0 Villa
Baller.
and Philip Coutinho hat-trick.
Ooh.
I'll say
Um,
4-0. 4-0 Villa. Coutinho will definitely score. I want to see Ramsey score again for my FPL.
Yeah, I'll say 4. Coutinho, Ramsey. Tyrone Mings is having a stinker recently. He's definitely scoring.
From a
3-0,
corner, yeah.
3-0.
Tyrone Mings is
He
better
scored
than your
last time.
entire
He scored
defence.
last time we played with Villa.
All right. So Palace. Oh, you-
Away.
I said
Scored the
3-0.
96th minute.
Sorry, what was
No,
that?
no, no.
3-0.
3-0. Okay.
We can all admit that Watford's going to get dick.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
losing. We're losing.
no hope
It doesn't
for
matter.
Watford in this chat. So Palace against the world champs, Chelsea.
That's
Ooh,
a tough
Patrick
game,
Vieira
actually.
masterclass,
2-1.
baby.
2-1.
2-1
Chelsea.
who? Okay.
Chelsea.
I reckon 2-2.
I think
2-2.
Chelsea are playing a stronger
Edward
team now.
Grace. Edward Grace.
I can see Edwards scoring. 1-0 again.
Yeah, I say
ooh.
2-2.
Yeah, this one I don't know how I feel. I'll go 2-1 just about Chelsea.
It'll be a good game, I reckon.
I reckon a defender will score for us and a penalty, Jorginho. Because our strikers don't score.
All right. And the last one's really good. I don't even know. But we're playing Leeds. Dan James at home against us. So we're going
The
away to
Dan
Leeds.
James Derby.
This is no. So I've already said Malphite Brace and you'll lose, but I reckon you'll smack Leeds 4-0.
Ooh.
I don't-
It was 5-1, wasn't it? Last time?
Not
That was
away
a
from
sick
home.
game last
Away
time.
from home, we do nothing against Leeds. But yeah, at home we usually do well. I would say James will score, but I think we'll win. No, actually, do you know what? We won't win. No, 2 games in a row. I just said we'd beat Villa. No, we'll draw 1-0. 1-0.
No optimism.
I'll say 1-0.
Just no. Remember last year? Like, I used
I'll
to
go
be
for
like,
two.
win,
I'll
win,
go
win.
for another 2-1-0s.
He loves a 1-0, don't he?
Shall I bring back a 0-0?
2-0 United. I'm going United again.
Yeah, I reckon 4-0. 4-0, honestly. I reckon you'll batter them.
All right.
I reckon they're like, no, that's what I'm saying though, because I reckon because you'll lose to Brighton, they'll be like a kick in the arse, and that's it. You'll be like, that's it.
Do you know what? Can we do one? Because it's such a big game. PSG Madrid tomorrow.
Do
That
it,
is
yeah.
Such a big
0-0.
game. And you just want
Do you reckon- wait, do you
this
reckon-
guy's an advocate
Yeah,
for
well-
football being bad. Like you want games
Yeah.
that are so boring.
Yeah, I
It's
just
not
want everyone else to experience the pain that I've sat through for the last 24 Saturday.
good.
Do you reckon Ramos will play?
Oh, I
It's
really,
fair, yeah.
really hope so.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Real Madrid are in such good form. I just think I will say 2-0. It's so hard to go with one team in these.
It is, but is Neymar
1-0.
back here? Is Neymar back?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Is
think
this
so.
his birthday?
Neymar. I have no clue.
Because if he's back, I reckon it'll be like a 3-1 PSG.
Nah,
I'm
Neymar's
going
out.
1-0
Neymar's out.
PSG.
Yeah.
Is Messi in?
Neymar's
or
out.
not?
Oh, do you know Ramos ain't playing either? So,
Oh, is Messi there?
yeah,
It's
Messi's
Messi.
there.
1-0
2-1 PSG. 2-1 PSG.
Messi will score.
Yeah.
Messi will score.
Yeah, no, 2-1 PSG.
Okay,
Wow.
I'll say I'll change mine because I don't know. I thought
You
Neymar
need
would
some
be playing.
points. You need some points as well.
Yeah, I'll go Real Madrid. I think Benzema is just playing unbelievable. So 2-0, 2 from Benzema. He owns France. Dan, you wanted 0-0, didn't you?
Yeah,
Anything
0-0.
besides that? 0-0's dead. Is there anything else that you think would happen?
Like a red
Put it out
card or a fight.
Penalty miss. Mbappe misses a penalty.
Oh, that's very likely to be fair. All right.
PTSD's in the Euros.
All right.
Is that it? Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
cleared up?
Mbappe working for Madrid. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So all the predictions done, yeah.
That's it. We'll have to
Yeah.
see what the table says next week as well when we consider this again. Hopefully, I'll be in the lead this time with the classic Brighton, the correct score. You watch. I guarantee Brighton will come out of nowhere and shock you. But we'll have to wait and see anyway. But for everyone watching, get ready for next week because it'll be a juicy episode again, as per usual. And we'll have to see where everyone is in the table. Hopefully, I'll still get 3 points. Hopefully, everyone else drops points. But in the
We're going to get
meantime,
none.
oh yeah, hopefully Watford get a point.
Deja
Hopefully
vu every week.
hopefully we score. I haven't seen a score in about 4 games, 5 games.
Hopefully get a clean sheet.
I've seen one of them
But
now.
yeah. But yeah. So as I say, make sure to stay tuned for next week's episode. And thank you very much for watching this episode. Take care, guys.